Shelly Kelly, Annie Parker Confidential. Happy Valentine's Day week. All right, so I wanted to make for you today something that was going to be simple, easy, elegant, healthy, but still felt a little decadent for Valentine's Day. Whether you celebrate with a significant other or whether you celebrate with your girlfriends for a Galentine's Day, these are easy. My dog likes them too. All right, these are 1 blender, 5 ingredient, salted caramel truffle balls. Super easy. Let's wash our hands. I'm going to show you quickly how we made them. Okay, I'm going to get this in really quickly because today is the day that the gardener's here and I can hear him in the background with the lawnmower. So this is how easy they are. All right, you're just going to take a blender or a food processor. This is my Vitamix that I love so much. I have 8 ounces of medjool dates that I've just soaked for about 15 minutes in hot water, and I've pitted them, of course. All we're going to do is put them in the blender. These are 5 ingredients, super easy. And you know salt never counts. A 1/4 cup of peanut butter. You can use any kind of nut butter that you like. Just make sure, I make sure that there are no additives, no sugar. It's just plain raw peanut butter. I do a pinch of salt, a little pinch. About a teaspoon of vanilla. I love vanilla. And all we're gonna do is mix these up, roll them into balls. And before I started, I lined a baking sheet with parchment paper because we're just going to roll the balls onto the parchment paper, stick them in the freezer, and then we're gonna roll them in chocolate. All right, so let's whip this up. About good, super easy, and all we're going to do, I have to taste it to make sure it's okay for you. It's good. So the medjool dates are what gives it its nice sweetness and richness and unctuousness. So all we're going to do is we're going to roll these into little balls. Stop it, Logan. All right. Now it's going to be a little bit sticky, and that's why we're going to need to put them in the freezer for about 15 to 20 minutes. Because you want to get them hardened up enough, obviously, so that you can roll them in chocolate. And these take like 3 seconds to make. Okay, and as you can see, I have 1 cup of no sugar chocolate chips in a little glass bowl. I have about a tablespoon of coconut oil, and all that I will do is melt them in the microwave in about 30-40 second increments. Give it a good stir until they're nice and melted. And those are going to be the coating for my salted caramel truffle balls. All right, and I'll put the recipe link for this down below the video. Now you can double the recipe if you want, but these are pretty rich, and I think that you just need a little bit to feel satisfied. And these are perfect served with a fresh bowl of berries, like some strawberries or fresh raspberries, because obviously chocolate and raspberries are a classic combo. And it makes about 2, 4, 6, 8, well, sometimes it makes 12. I usually make them nice and much bigger, so they make about 8 for me, but you can double the recipe if you like. Okay, that's it. And now let's put them in the freezer for about 15 minutes. Okay, now like I said, we're just going to melt these in the microwave. About 40-second increments, give it a good stir in between until they're nice and melted and come together nicely. Let's melt them. Okay, and there we go. Our chocolate is nice and melted, makes it nice and unctuous. And now let's just grab our salted caramel date balls from the freezer, and let me show you what we do. Okay, these have been hardening in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, and then all we're going to do is roll them in our chocolate, sprinkle them with a little sea salt. Now I have pink Himalayan sea salt, and I ground it into kind of medium-sized chunks because that's part of what gives it that salted caramel flavor. You may be a little more non-messy than I am. You know that I'm not a neat cook, I'm kind of a messy cook. My sister would make these perfectly, of course. I don't know how we came from the same parents. Everything she does is like perfectly squared or perfectly round or perfectly meticulous. And mine is more, shall we say, freeform and rustic. That's my way of saying I'm not really that artistic. Okay, and like I said, these are really delicious with some fresh berries. You can also have them for a nice little breakfast treat too, because they're not sugary. For a little bit of a treat on a Valentine's Day morning, it's kind of nice. with a little latte. Doesn't that sound good? We have this Miele machine. It's an espresso machine that makes really any kind of latte, macchiato, cappuccino that you want. It's literally, I think, one of the best things that we ever bought because we use it every morning and it's so good. It's better than going to Starbucks or Pete's. We live in Solana Beach and we have a Pete's Coffee literally like a block down from the house. And so sometimes I'll take the dogs for a walk and we walk by Pete's and there's just no need for me to go in there because I'm already walking by with my coffee cup that I made at home. It's good. All right. And you may have extra chocolate left over. Like it looks like I'm gonna have extra chocolate left over. Shoot. So what you can do if you want is you can use the chocolate and throw any kind of a nut in there that you want. Throw some salted peanuts in and make some little peanut clusters just with the rest of the chocolate so it doesn't go to waste. You don't want to waste chocolate, do you? And those are easy. And then you just put them in the freezer too. All right, there we go. I know, they're not really pretty, but they'll be pretty when we put them with some berries. Okay, so then I just take pink Himalayan sea salt and just put a couple little sprigs on top, a couple little dollops. Oops, I guess you might want to do it a little faster than this because it's kind of hardening already. There we go. Nice. Okay, I'm just going to throw these in the freezer for about another 20 minutes and then they're ready, and that is all. So you can make these for your significant other, for yourself, and they're also nice if you want to pack them up in a pretty little box with some nice little parchment and tissue paper for your girlfriends because I'll bet they would like that too. All right, let's put these in the freezer and I'll show you what they look like.